was asking about the hostages. Well, what about the thousands of Palestinian hostages tortured in Israeli jails? I was there last year. I worked with some of them. Amongst the Israeli prisoners, I should say the Palestinian prisoners exchanged for the hostages, the majority were between 12 and 17 years of age. And these kids get beaten in Israeli jails. You know what their crime is? Their crime is painting as anti-occupation graffiti, throwing stones at an Israeli tank, posting anti-occupation messages on the internet. They get arrested for it and taken for jail. In 2005, there was this article in the World Journal of Psychiatry about war trauma around the world and the impact of war trauma on children. And the highest percentages of trauma were in Gaza and Palestine. Children having nightmares, children wetting their beds, children acting aggressively, children having behavior issues. That was in 2005. And since then, there's been a series of massacres of Palestinians, especially in Gaza, but of course ongoing in the West Bank as well. One of the founders of Hamas, who was subsequently assassinated by the Israelis, was a pediatrician who was 8 years old in 1956 when he watched his uncle being killed during a mass execution of Palestinian boys and men by the Israeli army, unarmed. And he said, they planted hatred in my heart. Since 2005, it's only got a lot worse, and I don't have to tell you what's going on right now. Now, the young men who streamed into Israel, and by the way, Hamas today or yesterday gave an explanation of why they did what they did, without justifying the killings of civilians. But their rationale wasn't to go out there and kill a whole lot of Jews. Their intention was to seize hostages, to exchange for their prisoners. I don't say they had the right to seize civilians. To strike a blow against the Israeli army, which they did brilliantly, and to wake the world up, which has been ignoring their plight for all these decades. And Saudi Arabia was about to sign a sweetheart deal with Israel that once more bypassed the Palestinians. So I'd say as political aims, those were very legitimate aims. But the young men who streamed into Israel that day, who were they? They were those traumatized children grown up.